Is making things difficult for the party to truly come together so far during this convention.
And that divide was on display again today among the Wisconsin delegation. Fox 6 political reporter Theo Keith live in Philadelphia with the latest. Theo, good evening.
Good evening to you, Mary and Ted. You know, we've had these protests for 4 days in a row now, but this was the first day that they interrupted a Wisconsin delegation event. It was after breakfast today when a group of protesters began shouting at Congressman Ron Kind, including one man getting in his face.
No TPP.
Excuse me, sir. Anti-trade protesters encircle Wisconsin Congressman Ron Kind, upset with his support of the proposed Trans-Pacific Partnership trade agreement.
No TPP.
The protesters began chanting,
"Good morning, everyone,"
during Kind's speech at the Wisconsin delegation breakfast.
Folks, let's try to be civil with one another.
The congressman says the trade deal will help workers, but many Bernie Sanders supporters think it's a job killer.
I could talk with you, Mr. Kind.
Okay, this has been a great convention so far. I think we got a lot at stake that's going in the fall.
A reporter asked Kind about the protest.
No TPP. No bringing up the rest of the world at the cost of Wisconsin union workers.
The guy in the congressman's face is a Sanders delegate from Appleton.
I've got a daughter who's 19 months old, and if my paycheck has to go down, which it will, so that this trade agreement can do what it's supposed to do, that's not going to help me with my daughter.
Kind said he offered to talk in a different setting.
Screaming at someone, getting in their face really isn't probably the best way to communicate your viewpoints on that.
Separately, Wisconsin delegates got an in-person apology Wednesday from a Democratic Party official. This after leaked emails showed DNC staffers trying to undermine the Sanders campaign during the primary. The party's leader is resigning while others are promising more changes.
I believe that anyone within the Democratic Party who was favoring one candidate or the other and was doing that on DNC time should not be keeping their job.
The DNC vice chair, R.T. Ryback, told me he was not sure how many people would lose their jobs, but the goal now is restoring trust. As for the likelihood of a Russian hack on the party's email server, he said that it was scary and unbelievable, but now we may just have to believe it. We also just got a text of excerpts from President Obama's speech that'll happen here later tonight. He will say that there has never been a man or woman more qualified than Hillary Clinton to be president of the United States. Live in Philadelphia, Theo Keith, Fox 6 News.
All right, Theo, we'll check in with you later. Thanks. The DNC is in session right now. In fact, and you can watch a